Hello, my name's David Taylor from Web Media in Chester, and in this video I want to briefly tell you about 5 pieces of data I think you should look at on Google Analytics every Friday and why you should. If you're not currently using Google Analytics for your business website, I do wonder whether you're serious about your business performance online, because it's rather like having a car that you never service, you never get an MOT, and you never update or improve any part of it. What's going to happen is that sooner or later that car is going to break down, probably when it's at its most inconvenient to you. If you don't understand what is going on with your business website through analytics data, then you're going to find it very difficult to improve your online performance. So I've picked 5 pieces of data. There are many more that you could have, but we're all busy people. You've got a business to run. So rather than overwhelm you with everything, I think there are 5 things worth looking at on a weekly basis. And what I recommend you do is you set up a spreadsheet that has the 5 items down the left-hand column and the months across the top, so you can actually record these week on week or month on month and see how the figures play out and what they tell you about the various pieces of data. So the first one is, when you log into your Google Analytics, you'll see that the data range is defaulted to 1 month here up in the top right. If I drop that down, you can change that to any period that you've had analytics active on your site. Quite a good one to look at is the last year. So, go back to the 27th of February 15 through to the 28th of February 16. And see how your traffic and your stats have changed or remained the same over that period. But for now I'm going to leave it as a default month, and the first thing I'm going to look at is the number of sessions. So you can see in this case I've had 405 sessions in this month period, and I would go across and pop that into my spreadsheet. So I'm starting to get some comparative data month on month, and I can see whether the number of sessions to my site is increasing or decreasing, and I can also see across this line of graph here how those sessions vary in terms of marketing activity I've undertaken or days of the week that are more popular than others, and I can actually use that data to start targeting my marketing activity a little more accurately. So that's the first thing, the number of sessions on your website. The second of the 5 is pages per session. So this basically tells you how many pages people look at on average per session, 405 sessions over the course of that month. And you want to keep a close eye on this one, because this really indicates how interesting your pages are, and whether you are delivering everything that people want in your site. And you need to take this figure in alongside this next figure of average time on site. This is probably one of the most important figures that you're going to look at, because what you're seeing on this average session duration is 2 minutes 55, which is a healthy amount of time for anyone to spend on a business website. It means that they're engaged, it means that they are actively looking at the content. Even though the average is only just under 2 pages that they look at in a session, because the session time is nearly 3 minutes, I've got no concerns about the 1.93 pages per session. Because what it means is that I'm delivering good quality content that people want to consume, and effectively I'm delivering a lot of that content on the home page and one other page, and that's why the pages per session is 1.9. but you'll be able to draw your own conclusions about the relationship between the pages viewed per session and the total time on site. But this time on site is a real critical one, and you want to be looking that people are not spending sort of 20 seconds on average on your site and then disappearing. If they are, then you're not giving them the content that they came to your website for. So that's a really important one. Average time on site and pages per session. Number 4, proportion of traffic from organic search. If we go down to acquisition and overview here in the main left menu, what you'll see is a graph, and the green portion is organic search, and you can see that in the last month 40.7% of the traffic to the site came from organic search, and that is a really important metric for most businesses, and one that you want to measure. And if you are investing in SEO or other methods to get your visibility higher on search engines, then you want to track that proportion of green traffic each month to your site is steady or going up steadily. If it's falling away, it probably means you're losing rank and you need to do something about it. That's why I think it's a really important metric. So that was number 4. Number 5 is user flow, and this is one that a lot of people miss. But if I go down under audience still and click on the user flow tab, I really like this one because what it shows me is how people move through the website. So you can see the default is to start with country, so most people coming to this website came from the United Kingdom, and as you might expect, most of them came into the home page. That's what this just single / means. You can see underneath there are other people came into other parts of the website, but predominantly they came into the home page. Well, what you want to look at then is these light blue lines that indicate where they went next, and you can see that the majority went to 2 pages, then some good portion of them went back to the home page, and you can see where they went after the second page, and then the third page some of them went to. And this tells you about the thinking of your website users. What were they attracted to click on from the home page? What was the natural direction for them from the home page? And once you start to understand that flow of people through your site, you can start to improve certain pages, make certain pages more obvious as the page to click through to from the home page, etc., etc. So you're improving the user experience for your visitors all the time. So there you go. It should only take you 10 minutes or less on a Friday to look and record those 5 pieces of information weekly, or you can choose to do it even monthly if you like. But those are 5 that I think would really stand you in good stead for improving your business website.